had to practice on radio though, because I just go, and people on the other end of the radio going,
I am with comedy rock trash bag, Geraldine Quinn.
Hello.
What inspired your musicality from a young age?
Music was always just, my family's very musical.
Yeah.
So when I was a little kid, I used to rewrite the prose of books into couplets.
Yep.
And I didn't really know how to play anything, so I'd sort of do 2-finger by ear, playing on an old Yamaha that had all the notes on a sticker across the top. And then I just... I kind of couldn't work out how to start a band when you're mostly a singer and don't play much else, and fell into cabaret after a spectacularly unsuccessful year out of acting school. Spandex Ballet is my epic rock cover band, so I get to commission ridiculous costumes and lead incredibly talented musicians who have to put up with my very scratchy chord charts. And they go, I think you mean a C major 7th suspended 9th when you wrote C there. And I go, yeah, whatever.
I was lost, solitary, like a pie without a cherry, drifting in an ocean of sadness, far from the shore. Then she came like a comet, like a pizza with everything on it. She was the tam-tam in my coffee, the girl I'd been looking for.
I just usually say, I think it's a C and it's got this note in it, and I sing it at better musicians, and then they tell me what I mean.
When did you get started with your career as it is now, as the Geraldine Quinn as we know?
Late 2004. It's nearly 10 years.
That's pretty exciting.
I didn't want to admit that because that means I'm not emerging anymore, according to most grants applications. So suddenly I'll be, mid-career. So yeah, I did my first cabaret late 2004. First comedy festival was 2005. And my first full original show was 2006. So I've got, we'll say that, 2006. Because I had written a couple of songs for that first comedy festival in 2005, but I had a few other covers, and I knew I didn't want to do covers. Yeah. Really didn't want to do it. I mean, Spandex Ballet's a bit of fun on the side. And you love singing other people's songs, but I think when people hear a singer, particularly a female singer, and they hear the cabaret word, they presume covers, and I wanted very much to be sort of telling my own stories and writing my own stuff. And now it's 2014. And 7 shows, I think, 7 original full shows.
Yeah, and plenty of awards as well along the way.
Oh, yeah, I'm a good bridesmaid too. I've won a couple, but yeah, Green Room Awards, I think, mostly. And a couple. Well, I'm very proud of the 2 Gibbo nominations and the 1 win.
Absolutely.
And the 2 Mooseheads.
Yep.
Whenever you have those moments where you go, what am I doing? You go, what? I got 2 Moosehead Awards. That's insane. I think Damien Callanan's the only person who gets more than 2.
Yep.
And he's brilliant.
Yes, absolutely.
So, yeah, it's good people in the panels for those awards as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, people I like.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've also been in Upfront a number of times.
Yeah, we hosted the last 2.
That's right.
With the band. So.
Yeah, I saw that one in 2013.
13. It's just the last 2 I think we've done.
Yeah.
That's a good challenge as well, because I get to do I've only really got to do emceeing for things like Short and Sweet before the Short and Sweet competition, and now I've done a lot of burlesque emceeing, and I really enjoy that. I get very mother hen. I like kind of trying to work out what everybody does, and I feel very responsible, like I do with the guests at Spandex as well. If anybody's frightened, I just get very, okay, how can I help you? Do you want to come over and rehearse? I'll try to help you. In fact, they get more emails than they can ever deal with from me. So I'm sorry to everyone who gets all my emails.
Do you tend to differentiate your material when you work, like, for example, you've got a Fringe show coming up as opposed to the Comedy Festival?
I did a show that was in Comedy Festival that I kind of felt from the start should have been in Fringe.
Okay.
Because I didn't want it to be wacky. I wanted to be allowed to have those moments, but I was trying to say something a bit different. So I rewrote it a lot for Melbourne Fringe, and then I took it to New Zealand Fringe and reworked it again. And that was the first time I sort of carried a show around going, you're not quite right yet. I need to rework you. And was glad by the end of that 3rd season I went, that's That's what it should be.
Who do you find inspires you a lot? I mean, obviously David Bowie.
There's a huge Bowie section over here.
Bowie section. But other than Bowie, who else do you find really inspiring?
I think Kirsty MacColl was a very great songwriter, and I think it's very sad that she died so early, because she had that sense of humour and that sense of social awareness as well, and that sense of where women fit in to the world. One of the reasons Bowie, of course, keeps coming back is that he's kind of got a finger in all those pies. He's one of those people that looks at visual arts, film, dance, and cross-cultural performance and picks them all and puts them together. XTC, like Andy Partridge, I think is a really interesting musician as well. She just looks at me going, when does this sentence end?
No, I'm not.
That's what...
I'm enjoying the length of the sentences.
This is what...